Okay, I'm going to be jumping back and forth from items to general public comment. So I would like to call a few people up from the audience, Mr. Bob Schoonover and Reverend Smart. Please come forward. Please. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to start off by introducing my Vice President, Linda Dent. I'm here today to thank the residents for standing shoulder to shoulder with city workers, evidence that good jobs and quality city services are the foundation of a strong community. Together, we brought our concerns to the City Council about $300 million the city spends on Wall Street fees annually, and the additional $200 million we spend on average each year picking up the tab for the bank's foreclosure mess. And the untold millions of revenue we don't collect because rich corporations are rigging the tax system. Yesterday, the Budget and Finance Committee heard us and voted unanimously to renegotiate the toxic Mellon Bank New York deal or terminate it altogether. We marched here from the bank at Bunker Hill, Wall Street West, and we're here today to thank Chairman Krikorian, the sponsor, Paul Koretz, Council members Blumenfield, Englander, and Bonin for their leadership in this matter. We ask the full City Council and the Mayor to work with us to be the first nation to choose to fix our streets, not fund Wall Street. We ask our city to embrace the vision of a model employer that values strong public sector that boosts quality public services. We are bargaining to fix LA together so we can make Los Angeles a better place to live and work for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's keep it down, please. No applause. Okay, after Reverend Smart, do we have Ana Garcia? Reverend, go right ahead.
Greetings, distinguished members of the City Council. I'm Pastor William Smart, President and CEO of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. And as we are in celebration of the 50th anniversary of the voting of the Civil Rights Act, it's very important that we're in solidarity with the community and workers as we move forward. We appreciate what has happened yesterday, but we are concerned as a community that we are more concerned about families than bank fees. We're more concerned about interest in families and interest in the banks. And so we want to move forward as a city to ensure that the workers are taken care of so that the community could be taken care of. We want to make sure that all the services that are being cut can be reinstated when we get these money back from these banks and redo the deals. You know, it's very important as we move forward that the employee base that we're looking at, 70% of it is people of color. African Americans, Latinos, Asian and Pacific Islanders are workers of your city. Every day they go to work, they give a good day's work and service to you and the community. We want to make sure that they are given the opportunities, they're given the benefits, they're given the interest that they need to,
Please, no applause.
Raise their families, to send their kids to college, to every day they can be a viable member of our community. So as we move together and we look at these deals that these banks have done, we make sure that we negotiate with our workers fairly and successfully so that they can again stand with honor and dignity, because that's what our city is about. That's what the Civil Rights Act was about, and that's what I know this city council is about. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. All right, let's hold the applause. Ms. Garcia, please hold the applause. You're going to take away from your time to speak. Ms. Garcia.
Hi, good morning. My name is Ana Garcia. I'm here today on behalf of the Central American Resource Center. CADECEN is the largest Central American organization in the country, and we've been part of the Westlake Pico Union community for over 31 years. Carecen's here today as a member of the FixLA Coalition because we strongly believe that our communities are served the best that Los Angeles has to offer. We know that the first steps to make this happen are by restoring services and reinvesting in our communities. In the past 2 weeks, something extraordinary happened. We went out the old-fashioned way. We talked to our neighbors and coworkers, and we collected signatures. Our member organizations joined together and took a tour of the alleyways and Watts, which have not been cleaned because of slash services. Power went into the Latino housing projects in the West Side and in Pacoima. The National Action Network went into South LA churches, and this weekend we were at South Temple Baptist in South LA. All of these communities have been impacted by the prolonged service cuts, and we have the possibility to restore services to pre-recession levels if we made Wall Street pay their fair share. Today, I am proud to present to you over 4,300 hand-collected and signed petitions for the record. These petitions are the voices of our communities who want a public inquiry into Wall Street dealings. This is only the beginning of our drive. We will continue our efforts on the streets, and we will take our efforts online. Our power is in the grassroots, and we want our voices heard. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Now we're gonna move back to agenda item 49. Donna Pearman, are you here? Donna, please come forward. You have a card on item 49. Go ahead, Donna.
Okay, here we go. 49. Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is for the Inclusion and Miracle Mile Fund Run. But I want to say, let's encourage business in different areas to fund these programs. And then after, when they do this, they'll get recognition, and people will like them, and they'll get more business. We don't really need to have the city paying for everything. I really think that business around the area can fund these things and be a win-win situation, and we can then use that money to fix our streets. We need our sidewalks and our streets fixed, and we can use that money. So the principle is good, but I really think that businesses around the area would be better to be paying for these things and then getting recognition, and then they'll bring business back to them. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna. Let's prepare to vote. Let's open the roll. Close the roll. Tabulate the vote.
13 ayes.
If I could get Eva Espinoza and Brother Wright to come forward. And Cheryl Parisi after this. Go right ahead.
Thank you. Good morning, members of the City Council, co-workers, and fellow city employees. My name is Eva Espinosa, and I have been a 911 operator for 20 years. I have been on the receiving end of thousands of calls where residents are urgently and desperately reaching out for help. So seconds can literally make a difference between life and death. The sooner we're able to take a call and dispatch help, the more likely we have to for a good outcome. I love my work. I take pride in knowing that my work saves lives. That's what makes it so personally painful for me to see what's happened as a result of the budget cuts. The elimination of over 200 positions in Communications Division, plus currently a vacancy factor of 74 PSRs, 911 dispatchers, means that there are fewer people able to answer calls, which means residents are waiting minutes, not seconds, to get police help or medical attention. I also work the Spanish line. The Spanish-speaking community is further negatively impacted because the 911 overflow is routed to the Spanish lines and given priority to the Spanish-speaking caller who is already on hold. We are coming into summer, a very busy time of the year, with less than adequate staffing level. The residents in the community have suffered in the wake of the crash of the economy. It's time to turn the tables and put the residents before the banks that caused the crash in the first place. Hold the line on the bank fees and use the resources to restore services. This is a matter of public safety. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, if we keep it down. Samboa Wright, Cheryl Parisi. Cheryl.
Good morning.
Hey, man. Good to see you again.
Good to see you. First off, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for stepping up to being city leaders in the second largest city in the nation. Okay? That's a big job. But we need you guys to work with Fix Los Angeles and help city employees like myself continue to serve the taxpayers, the utility payers, the citizens of Los Angeles. We're faced with, they say it's a budget deficit in the general fund. Well, we have a solution here. You got all these blighted homes that it was an ordinance a few years ago that this city council voted on. It's not enforced. We're asking you guys just to simply enforce the ordinance to continue the services that we provide to city citizens and visitors of Los Angeles. So it takes every leader in here, every leader in here to do this, because this is our city. It's very important. We're asking you to stand with us and fix Los Angeles with the community, the city employees, and the business owners. Thank you.
Morning.
Good morning. I'm Cheryl Parisi, chair of the Coalition of LA City Unions. And 22,000 workers stand together with the FixLA Coalition. Would all of you stand, please? Will the FixLA Coalition stand? We are here today as one to offer a partnership with our city leaders. We are bargaining to fix Los Angeles. And what that means is a restoration of services. Our members work every day to improve the quality of life in our communities. Yet, we are hamstrung. 5,000 workers have been cut, and that means a diminution in the quality of life and the level of service that we're able to provide. We understand that there is no division between public workers and the quality of life in our community. In fact, we are inextricably linked. As we raise the quality of life and create job opportunities, reach out to communities, let's create a new career civil service. Let's create opportunities in our communities so that workers can be uplifted and be trained and be given the opportunity to serve. We're here today to ask that you support our vision. Thank you.
Henry Gamble, followed by Doris Weston, or Dennis Weston. I'm trying to read the writing, apologize.
Good morning, I'm Henry Gamble. I live and work in District 11. I am a librarian, and as a librarian, I don't think it's right that we're giving away $300 million to Wall Street while I don't have a children's librarian for 7 months. I don't think it's right either. I don't think it's right that the mayor has a plan to gradually reduce the business tax so that hopefully some nice jobs will trickle down. Well, I don't have a teen librarian in many of our libraries, and we fight every day just to stay open, even though we passed Measure L. And as a parent, to a 1.5-year-old, I don't think it's right that my closest park has rundown facilities and not enough programs for my kid. Because if my kid doesn't have those opportunities, that means that middle-class kids and poor kids in our city, which is supposed to be a city for everyone, doesn't have those same opportunities. It is time. We're done with this austerity. It's not working. It's time to invest in your people. FixLA. Because right now, we're here to fix LA in this room, but right now LA feels a little bit fixed, and it's for the robber barons and Wall Street and the wealthy CEO, and we're tired of it. It's time to do the right thing. Thank you.
We're actually, I'm gonna ask that we try to keep the applause down if we could, so we don't lose control of the chambers. Is it Doris Weston?
Good morning. My name is Doris Weston. Can you hear me now? Good morning. My name is Doris Weston. I became a crossing guard 28 years ago. I take great pride in the work that I do as a member of the city public safety team, ensuring that the children and their parents get to school safely every day. And you should know this is a job that comes from significant risk. Crossing guards have been hit by cars, and every year we had many near misses. Our work is crucial to the safety of the Angelenos. We cannot allow budget cuts to put families in harm's way. Council members, just 1% of $3 million in the city pays its fees to Wall Street. We'll pay for a crossing guard at each elementary school and middle school. This is a crucial step to help avoid senseless tragedies like the one that occurred earlier this year, where a mother lost her life in an unguarded crosswalk. It's time to hold the bank accountable for crashing our economy and for their unchecked greed that robs our city of necessary needs. Our coalition is called on our city leaders to do right things to make sure that kids are protected. Lastly, effectively today, the city has stopped paying, or should I say cut crossing guards' pay due to a claim of a sunset clause. I urge you to look into this and help us, the lowest paid workers in the city of Los Angeles. Thank you.
Great, no, thank you. Is it Doris? Okay, got Doris Weston. Martha Sanchez, I believe, is our last speaker. We do have additional, just to let you know, additional other non-related, if you will, public comment cards. We'll continue public comment later on in the agenda, but we'll complete this round.
Good morning, council members. My name is Marta Sanchez. I'm a member of ACE and a member of FixLA Coalition, and I would like to close our remarks from today. We are in a crisis. I know that we need money, and the money is there. We are only urging you to take the correct actions and take the leadership that we need in Los Angeles to move this forward. We need services, and now that I'm handicapped, I need it more than ever because I don't want to stop in bed waiting for people to fix the problems in my community. I want to be able to walk in a fixed street, in a very well fixed street, so I can keep moving and fixing by myself and keeping my community moving on. So please take the leadership that we need, and took the correct actions that we need today. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you very much. Okay, that concludes that portion, if you will, of general public comment. We'll continue the second half of general public comment later on in the agenda. So I want to thank you again for coming here this morning and filling those out. So going on to the agenda items now. We'll go ahead and take item 5. Madam Clerk. Oh, let's give it a minute for those folks who are leaving council chambers. Give them a minute to